3 months passed. 3 months of Jungkook being a constant presence in Taeyong's life. 3 months of shared meals, late night conversation, and the slow, steady healing of a broken heart. They had started to feel like himself again. He was sleeping better, eating regularly, and taking care of himself. Luna was under Jungkook care, grew bigger and more alert every day. Life was start to feel normal again. But with the healing come new feelings. Feelings that they wasn't ready to acknowledge, let alone explore. It was a Sunday morning when everything changes. They had invited some of his friends over for a casual bench, a way to thank them for their support over the past few years. Jungkook was there too, helping in the kitchen as always. I can't believe you learned to cook just for Taeyong. I had a good teacher. Taeyong recipes are foolproof. Foolproof? You're calling Taeyong cooking a foolproof? That's rich. I remember when he accidentally set the kitchen on fire, tried to make a toast. It was one time, and I was distracted. By what? The mouth open to respond, but the words die in his thought when Jungkook stepped closer to him, reaching around grab something from the counter behind him. Their body brushed just for a moment, and it was enough to send electricity through their veins. By nothing. I was just distracted. The simple act of Jungkook reaching past Taeyong created change moment. The small physical intentions are building the romantic tension. Sure, you were. They continue, filled with love and good food. But they found himself increasingly aware of Jungkook's presence. Every time he laughed, the young eyes were drawn to him. Every time he reached for something, they held his breath. It was ridiculous. He was being ridiculous. Jungkook was his brother-in-law, his husband's brother. But feeling beyond friendship was inappropriate, and yet after the guest had left, they found himself alone with Jungkook again. They were cleaning up the kitchen, working in comfortable silence. The afternoon sun was streaming through the windows, catching the dust notes floating in the air. You are quiet today. Everything okay? Fine, just tired. You are a terrible liar. You know that. What do you mean? I mean, something is bothering you. He stepped closer. His eyes were dark and searching on Taeyong's face. What is it? Did I do something wrong? No. No, you didn't do anything wrong. It's not you. It's me. That's not an answer. I've been thinking about things. About the future. About what happened next. Okay. And what does next happen? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how to move forward without him. How to feel about you. About how I feel when you're around. About how I look forward to see you every day. About how I feel. He could not continue. The words are too big, too scary, but Jungkook understood. His expression was softer, and he reached out to gently cup their face in his hands. Can I tell you something? They nodded, unable to speak. I have been feeling the same way. Every day that I spent with you, I felt a little more I know it's complicated. I know it's probably wrong. But I couldn't help to feel that way. You can't. I can't. And I don't want to. I don't want to pretend anymore. The confession is finally here. Both they and Cook acknowledge their feelings, but the complications of the situation remain. But your brother, he was my husband. He was your brother. How can we? This is different. This isn't just moving on. This is this is complicated. I know. But I don't care. I care about you. I care about Luna. And I want to be the part of your life. In whatever way you let me. They closed his eyes, leaning into Jungkook's touch. I'm scared. I'm scared of getting hurt again. I'm scared of what people will think. I'm scared that if I let myself feel this way, I'll be betrayed his memories. Your feelings are not a betrayal. They are how to much you're capable for loving. And loving someone doesn't mean you stop loving the person you lost. You really believe that? I really do, and I'm willing to wait. As long as at stake, I'm not going anywhere. In the week that followed were a delicate dance of emotion. They continued to be a constant presence, but now there was an unspoken understanding between them. They found himself seeking Jungkook's touch, reach for his hand, leaning into his warmth. And Jungkook are always there, always patient, always ready. One evening, after Luna had been put to the bed, they sat together on the balcony, watching the city lights in the distance. The night was cold and they had wrapped himself in one of Jungkook's jacket, revealing in their family scent. Can I tell you something? And you think, I think I am ready to move forward, to try this with you. Damn, I'm still scared. I'm still scared of being hurt, of what people will think, of everything. And I'm more scared of losing you, of letting you go and spend the rest of my life wondering, what if the confession is raw and honest, is acknowledging the fear, while also choosing to move forward. You can never lose me. I told you I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here as long as you want me. I don't just want you here. I want you, all of you. I want to try and build something new. Something that's our. Are you sure? I have never been more sure of anything. I love you, Jungkook. I didn't want to admit it, but I do. Jungkook let out a shaky breath. His eyes were glittered with unshed tears. They, I love you too. I have loved you for the moment. Saw you holding Luna. I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life making you happy. And then they finally kissed. It was gentle, as if they were both afraid. The other disappeared. Jungkook's lips were soft against theirs. His hand was cupping the back of his head. They was melted in the kiss. His fingers were clenching Jungkook's shirt. When they pulled apart, they both were breathing heavily. They was crying. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm crying. It's okay. I've got you. The kiss that followed was deeper, more passionate. Jungkook's hand found their waist, pulling him closer. The fingers tangled in Jungkook's hair. They kissed until they both got dizzy. Come inside. Let's go to the bedroom. They nodded, letting Jungkook lead him back into the apartment. They stumbled through the living room, kissing and touching, until they reached the bedroom. And then Jungkook stopped. Are you sure? I need to hear you say it. They, I need to know. You're sure? They looked into his eyes, saw that raw emotion, that vulnerability. I'm sure. I want this. I want you. Our love make was slow and tender, filled with the whispered words of love and promises. Jungkook was careful, making sure they felt safe every moment, and they surrendered himself completely, trusting Jungkook with his heart and body. Afterward, they lay tangled together in the sheets. The head was rested on Jungkook's chest. I love you. I love you so much. It scares me. Don't be scared. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here. Promise? I promise. I promise to love you and Luna with everything I have. I promise to be the best husband and father I can be. I promise to spend the rest of my life making you happy. Dear not. Fear not. You can be if you want. You can make this official. I can adopt Luna. We can be a real family. You do that? For real? I'd do anything for you. Later they stood in the backyard of Jungkook's new home, surrounded by the people they loved. He was gorgeous in the white suit. His hair was swept back. His eyes were shining with that unshed tears. Jungkook was handsome in a matching black suit. His hand was clasped tightly in thongs. I now pronounce you husband. You can kiss the groom. Jungkook pulled Tae closer, kissed him deeply as if veins were cheered. Luna was now 1 year old, was held by Jimin in front row, clapping her tiny hands. I love you. I love you too. More than anything. The reception was a blur of joy and celebration. Jungkook's mother, who had come around after meeting her grandparents, hugged them tightly. I'm so sorry. It took me so long to accept this. You have made my son happy. Both of my sons, in different way. Thank you. Thank you for forgiving us and giving us a chance. Jimin, Namjoon, Jihok, Yoongi and Jin were surrounded them throughout the evening, sharing stories and laugh. Luna was passed from one person to another, always ended up in Jungkook and Taehyung. The happy ending. They and Jungkook are married, surrounded by the loved one, ready to face the future together. Later the night after guests had gone, and Luna was asleep, Jungkook and Tae sat in the black bush, looking at the stars. Do you think we'd be here? A year ago we were strangers. We were never strangers. We were just waiting to find each other. They smiled, feeling the truth of his word, and settled in his heart. Still missed his first husband. He always would. The pain had faded to a dull age, replaced by a joy of new love. Do you think he do approve of us? Jungkook was silent for a moment when he spoke. His voice was thick with emotions. I think he do be happy. I think he's happy that we found each other, that we are taking care of each other, that Luna had two parents who loved her. I like to think so too. I like to think he's watching us and he's happy. He is. And I am going to spend the rest of my life making sure you're happy. Both of you. They turned to look at him and the man who had become his everything. The man who had loved him through the grave, who had waiting for him, who had shown him that it was possible to love again. I love you, Jungkook. Forever. Forever? That's a long time. That's not long enough. Not nearly long enough.